but really what you're trying to do is get to a 4:3 resolution. And so you can see, and hopefully that showed up all on camera okay here, so because I'm really flying blind with this camera, but what you're really trying to do is, you can see, you know, where the top of my control panel is, and where the, you know, kind of the beginning of the bezel would normally be on a KI machine. You can see the TV, right? Well, this is all screen. What you're trying to do here is basically get it so that wherever your bezel is set is where your screen is, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. So I'm kind of, you know, it's kind of a duh moment there, right? But either way, I'm trying to kind of get that through to you guys. So, and so I'm not going to put my bezel back on just because I'm kind of one-handed right now, and I don't know that it would really serve any purpose. But either way, I'm going to relaunch Big Box here, and then I'm going to go into MAME as well. The nice thing is with all the other emulators, you really don't have to play with them once you get once you get the graphics properties set, as far as with Intel graphics properties, you know, for in my case, and then within Windows. So, and I apologize that I got the bass kind of cranked up on this thing, so if that's coming through, my apologies, and making it hard to hear me. So, like I said, I'll go into MAME. And we'll just choose any game. Hopefully, I don't remember if I've run Gauntlet or not yet and gotten it set up. Hopefully it is. Now you're gonna have to just bear with me a little bit. So, oh, perfect, actually. So what I had done is, when I first set this up, is I set up what's called the bezel project. And because I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to have these bezels, right? And then once I actually figured out how to make this whole thing happen, I'm like, well, now I'm cutting away from my screen. So what I do here is I go into MAME and I go into video options. Maybe. There we go. And then it's going to be screen number 0. I select that. And then I don't, right now it's set to bezel artwork. So it depends. Do I want to be standard 4:3? I can just click that. Do I want to have it a 7:5, which is, I guess, kind of odd, but whatever. Normally I hit 7:3, or 4:3 rather. You can do the cocktail where it's going to split it and flip it side, you know, up and down. You know, if you got a cocktail table, but that's one of the really nice things in MAME, is that a lot of these options are there. And then, you know, you can play around here with these items as well. So the maintain aspect ratio, you don't really have to have that on. It depends on what you're trying to do, right? I mean, and then I can rotate it 90, 180, 90, and back to normal. I can do the integer scaling on the X axis or on the Y axis. This is where maintaining the aspect ratio really comes into play, because if you keep that on, then this really, yeah, I guess I'm talking out my butt there, but I thought that wouldn't allow that really to work. But either way, you know, it's really just kind of how you want it to look, and then also where your bezels are. I got kind of lucky, to be completely honest. When I was making my bezels, I didn't really think about this a whole lot. I mean, I did set this up first, but like I said, I originally had this bezel artwork on here, and so I had like quite a bit of room here and a decent amount of room down here, and I'm like, huh, well, and so partially I got lucky. But so the other part, here, I'm gonna just go back here, turn that on. So the other part here that I was going to talk about as well is, within MAME as well, there's also settings that you can go in and dial it a little further. So one of the things that I had with Killer Instinct in one of my first videos, and somebody commented on this and helped me out with that, is that every once in a while I'd get this little edge bleed over where, like, on this side of the screen, I would get this piece of the screen. And so it was really weird. So I just used the slider controls. And then you can come down to here, the horizontal position, or the stretch and the position for horizontal, and then vertical, stretch, and then position. So the stretch is going to go left and right, or, you know, it's going to go out and in. In this case, I guess it would go up and down at the same time. And then the vertical position or the horizontal position is just going to shift the screen up or down, left or right, versus stretching it or contracting it. So I hope that makes sense. So like I said in my original answer to this individual, you know, there's a few things at play here. One is the TV, right? It depends on what your TV is. It depends on what resolution you're running on your TV. If you have a 1080p TV or even something a little bit older that's like a 720, you know, things are going to be different. The graphics that you're, the resolution rather that you're going to need within your within the GUI and within Windows is going to be different than what I'm running. So this has taken some play. This does not just automatically go. And like I said, every once in a while, I don't know if it's just the PC that I got off of eBay or if it's Windows itself, you know, what's going on there. But every once in a while, this sucker will reset and I've got to go through this. And every single time, I'm kind of pulling at my hair for about 20-30 minutes trying to get this set up right again. That's why I've taken a couple screenshots as a little cheat sheet for myself. So, but I hope that helps. You know, if there's any other questions, feel free to ask. I apologize if this is worthless to you, but that's pretty much where I'm at. So thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the comments that I have gotten on my videos. Appreciate all the people watching and liking, and you know, the questions that people have had. I don't play this as much as I would want to, but I just, you know, dad in my 40s, just it kind of is a labor of love. I love having it and seeing it, and turning it on every once in a while and playing it. So, but it's fun. So thanks much and have a good one.